We're gonna be talking about the time I got too faded. This happened in junior year of high school. I am now a freshman in college. I was in a different headspace. I was deep in my delusions. I was just doing what I could to get by type shit. I would smoke for 9 months consecutively. By the way, don't mind the shit on my bed. I just, TBH, don't really care to deal with that right now. I'm not gonna lie. This put me out the game. This put me out for life. I can't smoke weed anymore. And if anybody offers me weed, I start shaking like a stripper, like no lie. Like weed makes me feel a doom. But when I first started, it made me feel like straight serenity. Like I just felt comforted, like just warm and fuzzy inside. For real. Like I could conquer the world. But that ended after my 9-month anniversary with weed. She said, yeah, nah, we breaking up. And I'm surprised it didn't end sooner. My luck ran out. Anyway, so I was the type of person who could toke up so much. Like I was a dead ass stoner and I would be fine. I'd be a-okay and I would want more and more and more, and I just never wanted it to stop. Like how much I consumed weed was crazy, like, but I don't do that anymore. Okay, I would only stop if I just didn't have the means to buy it, or if I wanted a tea break because I started feeling like robotic. So I would have to take like tea breaks in between all of this. I had never greened out. I never knew what that was like. I would ask people, I'd be like, what is greening out like? What is greening out like? Because that has never happened to me ever in my life. I had never like experienced what it was like to green out because I had had all positive experiences with weed. Let me set the scene for you, alright? So I go to the restroom, it's passing period, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be early to class. I'm just gonna use the restroom real quick. And I had taken a tea break before this, so you know, if I hit something, whoo, I'm still in outer space. But that's not what I'm really thinking about right now because I have to be in class for legal reasons. So I do that. Psych, nah, I'm not early to class. I'm late to class. Spoiler alert. Disclaimer, don't do anything I say in this video. For real. Like, I'm a changed person. I don't do any of these things now. Anyway, I see my friend's friend in the restroom and then my friend. And I'm like, hey guys, what's up? And they have, you know what? They have weed. They have za. So we go into big stall. They invite me into big stall, you know. Queen of big stall. Not proud of it. My friend's friend was like, you want to hit this? Like, you always give me shit to hit and I really don't have stuff a lot of the time. So chief away. She lets us bar away like a dumbass. Why would you do that? And I'm like, okay, well, it's my time to shine. Like, I'm about to be greedy. I'm about to get geeked the fuck out. Blinker after blinker after blinker after blinker. After blinker after blinker. I don't even remember how many blinkers I did, but I did them all. And my friend was doing them too. And we end up late to class. So I get out of the stall. I'm feeling normal. Then when I walk out of the restroom, I'm fucking flashbanged. I'm flashbanged once I get out of the fucking restroom. And I'm like, holy shit, it's bright. It's always bright when you're faded though, you know? But it was too bright. Like my eyes were like, I don't know, I feel like my eye muscles weren't working and I couldn't open my eyes. I turn this way and the hallway's like that. And then there's a water fountain. And I go to drink water because my throat is so fucking dry. It felt like I had ate a sandpaper sandwich. I had ate a Krabby Patty with sand in it or something. That's what I felt like. I feel like my throat was burnt to a crisp and I needed to revitalize myself. I stopped drinking water. It didn't help. That's the first red flag. Every time when I'm high and I drink water, it's fine. Until that moment. And I was like, okay, that's really fucking weird. Whatever. I look down the hall. It looks like we're in a maze. Usually it feels like it's an adventure to get to class, but this fucking feels like something else. This feels like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get there. I don't know. I feel like when I'm walking to class, I'm in the back rooms. Like, it feels really liminal. It feels really odd. And I'm fighting a mental war. And my friend is over here fucking sliding on the wall like that. Like, sliding on the wall. High as shit. What she's doing is normal to me because I'm so high, but she's so high, like, she's not even really paying attention to me. We're just kind of in our own brains type shit. And I do feel like weed makes you not be in the present moment. That's why I can't smoke it, because, well, if I'm not in the present moment, then I'm not grounded, I'm not here, and then I'll get depersonalization, derealization type shit. But we'll get to that. So my friend drops me off to class. Shout out to her. We're no longer friends anymore, but you were a very cool friend. She did not have to drop me off at class, but she did. I walk into class. I'm high as shit, so, you know, people are fucking, I feel like everybody's looking at me. But you feel like that, I feel like that even when I'm sober, so, like, and I go to my seat, and it's segregated. Like, I'm not really talking to anybody in high school, which, honestly, I was really going through it in high school. TBH, like, basically I'm just sitting there alone in my little corner. It's literally a corner that I'm sitting in, not talking to anybody. And I scroll on my phone. I did not do my work. I was trying to scroll on my phone, and my phone was like broken. It was broken on the side, and it was like glitched. Trying to scroll on my phone, can't do it. Why? Because the glitch on my phone is tweaking me out so fucking bad. I can't sit still, okay? I'm like scratching everywhere. I'm just like, what the fuck? I feel like a perk 30 is in my system. Never done that before. Didn't plan on doing that. I was just trying to get by in life. I was just trying to toke, get by. And this is what happens to me. I start feeling like a fucking crackhead. And I'm like, oh my god. I start rocking back and forth. I'm like rubbing my legs. I don't have the mental capacity to be in school. And then I also look up at the light. Like I said, it felt like I was in the zombie apocalypse, the back rooms. It felt like someone was out to get me. A supervillain was on its way to murk me. My muscles were like tense. Like, I don't know. I just felt so fucking scared. Every part of my being was scared. So I get up. I'm just like, okay, I can't do this. Like, I gotta go. I desperately tell my teacher with immense desperation, and I'm like, hey, I need to go to the nurse's office. Write me a slip to go to the nurse's office. I don't say that. I literally just say, hey, I need to go. And she was like, yeah, you look really pale. I'm always pale, but if someone tells me I look extra pale, maybe I need to get it together. So I end up going to the restroom. I don't go to the nurse's office because I'm so fucking high, and I can't act like I'm not high. I can't act like that. I can't be normal in any capacity, in any way. Genuinely cannot function. I probably black out because I don't remember the time that I got into the restroom. I only remember ending up in the restroom. So I go in a stall. I am actually losing it. I am actually having a panic attack at that very moment. I start getting on my phone. I text my mother. I'm like, hey, can you get me? I am genuinely unwell. Probably I just say, can you get me? I don't feel good. That's what I say. And I don't know. I've always been the type of person to like depend on myself emotionally, but I felt like I needed somebody in that moment, and I had never felt like that before. I had felt like I needed like another being to console me, or things weren't gonna be okay, which had never happened to me. I was always like secure, depending on myself emotionally type shit. I start crying on the toilet. Yeah, true story, by the way. I start weeping, and yeah. I'm not gonna lie, when I tell this story, it kind of brings back a little bit of trauma because that shit changed the way that I had viewed things. So I collect myself out of the stall, and I start looking in the mirror. Huge fucking mistake, by the way. I start feeling my face, can't feel it. Start feeling my body, can't feel it. I feel like I'm there, but I'm also not. I'm going like in and out of being conscious, and it's the weirdest thing ever. I hated it. I was going through a depersonalization episode, and I had never went through that before. I had never experienced depersonalization, like feeling like you're there, but then feeling like you're not there. I don't know, you just kind of feel far away from yourself, and you don't feel like you. You look in the mirror and you feel very far away, and you're not in the present moment due to that. By the way, I didn't tell you, the pen that she had brought, it was a favorite, and my tweaker ass love favorites. If you smoke favorites, you're a baby crackhead, like on some real shit. Like, and it was Dum Dum flavor, Dum Dum favorite. Quite ironic, TBH. So I end up going to class because I don't want to be late to that class too. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait until my mother comes and gets me. She said it was gonna be like an hour to 2 hours, and I was like, holy fuck, I cannot function right now. Like, holy shit. So I get to class, I sit down, and I try to be a functioning member of society and keep my head up, but I genuinely can't. I can't take it anymore. So I put my head down just to try to withstand not getting up and leaving the classroom. Like, I'm feeling so many physical feelings and mental feelings. It's too much for me. The word to describe it is overstimulated, like my body and my mind. I feel like I have a fever. I feel extremely sweaty. I feel, but also cold at the same time. I feel like I have bones in my throat, like swallowing is really hard. It felt like I ate a bowl of cat fur, and I was very numb. I couldn't feel it was really, really hard to breathe. Like, breathing was not easy at all. I'm completely disoriented. I'm not confused. I know exactly what the fuck is going on, but I just feel like movement is hard. TBH, I felt like I was dying. I eventually can't take it anymore. I feel like I'm being tortured. Someone put me in a torture machine simulation. That's what I felt like, and I need to get out. My fight or flight is officially activated, and I need to go. I walk up to my teacher's desk, but before I can say anything, I end up collapsing. Before I can say anything to my teacher, before I get a singular word in, it's like someone kicked the back of my legs, and my knees just like completely like bent. Felt like somebody had taken my legs off my body like a Lego piece, and I just fell. I was on the ground, couldn't move. I could hear everything though, but I couldn't move my body. It's like I was trapped in my own body. If you've ever like had like sleep paralysis, I have that a lot, and I'll just be like stuck in my body, but I can't move. I can't. Like, I'm like stuck, and I feel like I'm kind of drowning. But I didn't feel like that. I don't know. I felt complete peacefulness. So while I can hear but can't move, everybody gasps. The teacher tells everybody go, and everybody gets up. I hear like a whole bunch of chairs moving and everybody getting up and going out into the hallway. I'm just still can't move. And she's like sitting there with me. By the way, the concept of time is like non-existent. I don't know what, time isn't even a thing, right? It's really not. So I don't know how long I was knocked out for, but I remember just shooting up, and she was like, no, like it's okay. And then I remember her like on the phone with somebody saying like, I passed out. She told me not to get up too fast, and then I apologized. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Why am I apologizing? Probably because I'm high in school and I shouldn't be doing that. Probably. I told her that I felt bad. I probably scared my classmates, because I probably did. They probably thought I died. And I remember having like pink blush on my hands. I guess I would put it on my hand and then like put it on my face. And she was like, are you okay? Like, what's on your hand? And I was like, oh, that's blush. She probably thought I got beat. Then they bring a wheelchair in. They scoop me up in the wheelchair. I don't remember anything except being pushed out into the hallway, and everybody was staring at me, but I didn't care because I was so faded. And ironically, after that, I enjoyed my high. It was one of the best highs that I had. The high gods were probably like, yeah, this is the last one you're gonna have, so we're just gonna let you enjoy it after we made you suffer. I'm not gonna blame it on the high gods, because when you do drugs, you really need to be intentional about what you're putting in your body and why you're putting it in your body. The intention changes the outcome so much. If you do something with no direction, I genuinely believe that you're gonna be probably even more lost than you were before you did it. So they dragged me to the nurse's office. They give me water in a taquito, and it was the best shit I had ever had in my whole entire life. And what's crazy, ironically, that day I had actually ate. The other days that I would get high, I wouldn't eat. Not because I had an eating disorder, just because the face card had to eat before I did, and the fit too, so that's what my mindset was like in high school. Then my mom came to pick me up, and she was like, damn, you really didn't feel well. And I was like, yeah. After I enjoyed my whole day of being high, I had came to a realization that that wasn't normal. Then I tried to get high again. I was very adamant about getting high again, and I wanted to. I smoked. I had got this new Hello Kitty bong, and I had puffed my life away. A bong is strong as fuck, like you get overly high off a bong, and it was my first time trying a bong. I ended up having a panic attack. I just drank milk, and then I was cool after that. But I just remember going to the kitchen after I hit my bong, and I was like, damn, everything is shiny and glistening, and I don't like it. It's rubbing me the wrong way. It feels way too weird. I'm overstimulated. So yeah, I can't smoke weed anymore. I had tried again later on that year in September, and the rain was tripping me out, so I think that was just a sign. Like, rain is peaceful as fuck. Like, why is that tripping you out? If that trips you out, imagine a car honking or something, or a dog barking at you. You're cooked. I just feel like it's not for me. I had my little error with it. I do miss her. She don't miss me, but it's for the best. I think that had saved me from losing potential in who I could become today, because weed, essentially, it does make people stuck. Some people it doesn't, some people it does. It just depends the mindset that you have with it. And it made me very stuck, especially in high school. I mean, it's not like I could do a whole lot, but I definitely didn't do my work. So shout out to the people who get fucking faded and then have straight A's. Like, you're a different breed, bro. Like, I know you be hitting that pen and just overly doing your work. Like, nah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's me ranting about how I passed out and then got dragged in a wheelchair, overly faded. It was an experience. It wasn't a good one though, I'll tell you that. But yeah, stay safe. Know what you're consuming. Know what you're putting in your body. Like and subscribe. No, for real, like and subscribe. Especially if you want to see more from me. It'll motivate me to keep going. I only have 14 subscribers, but that don't stop me. Peace.